Burgess, 6 Gary Brown, 7 Josh Falkingham, 8 David Sayers, 9 Mark Beck, 10 Nathan Cartman, and 11 Stephen Thompson. Our substitute this evening, and 16 Leon Scott. Our match referee this evening is Mr. W. Finney, for the assistants Mr. Goodwin and Mr. Sowerby. Our match sponsors this evening, Sherwoods of Darlington. Darlington leading car dealership.
Just takes a little look. Chris Hunter snaps into a first challenge there and does enough to upset the momentum, and then Thompson and Falkingham both compete for the ball. Just a little bit scrappy here so far. Beck putting Brownhill under a little bit of pressure. Burgess winning a free header going the other direction. A little bit of head tennis there, which eventually again is going to come through to Kev Burgess, and he just loops one over the top, trying to just get Altrincham turned a little bit. Stephen Thompson uses his strength to get past Brownhill there, goes into the box, and that's his first chance to clip one in, but it's a little bit too deep. Goalkeeper Deasy thought about coming for it, but he allowed Lynch to take it, and that's great work by Falkingham, slide into a lost cause and dispossessing Lynch. He's just in the corner flag far side. He gives a nice little back heel looking for Ferguson. Ferguson's used his strength to get past there, comes back to Falkingham. Falkingham knocks it into the box. It's a good delivery. It's almost hooked over his own goal by John Cyrus. Sort of mini terrace there. It's Ferguson who's going to pick it, knock it in swinging. With his left foot, Ferguson knocks it into the box. It's good delivery, and it's in there. It's Mark Beck. Brown, I think, headed it on, and Beck's at the back post, and that's first blood to Darlington.
And that is exactly the start we needed.
Mark Beck's the man. Turns it in from close range.
Great delivery by Ferguson, wasn't it? Flicked on by Brown on the edge of the 6-yard box, and Beck's just waiting there on that far post to stick a foot on it. And it's 1-0 Darlow already.
We were talking before the game, Michael, weren't we? And I think the one thing that we said was an early goal on a night like this was going to be really important, and Darlington have got that.
Absolutely. What a great start. And carrying on the chase, who knows what could have happened if DC had perhaps spilled that, but
DC kicks long. Brown fancies that one in the air and wins it. Falls to Turnbull. Turnbull takes a touch, looks up, just looking for an option. Left-footed ball down the line, gives Beck one to chase. He's just into the corner of the box. Beck looking for some support. He turns back onto his left foot, gives it to Thompson. Thompson's just in the corner space, trying to commit his defender, but he comes inside again, gives it to Turnbull. Turnbull's just trying to find a little bit of space here. Hunter gives him the overlap and picks up the ball. Hunter's going to have a chance to cross. Hunter does cross. It's into the box. Cartman with a header. It's just gone a yard over the bar. Good little half chance. Good work by Hunter and Turnbull.
Good little effort by that, yeah. It's Turnbull using Hunter's overlap well. Hunter putting in a good ball, and Cartman with the looping header. It's just over the bar, but so it's going to be Altrincham to get us back underway. Cartman flagged off side there with, as Stu says, Darlow leading 1-0. Ed Wilczynski collects that low cross into the box. Altrincham player still down just on the byline, but he's back on his feet now as Wilczynski throws the ball out to Hunter. Knocks the ball down the line looking for the runner Thompson, and he's beaten Clee for pace, and he's away down the right here. Thompson's reached the edge of the box, cuts it across, and there's Cartman. It's going to fall for Beck. Flags up. It's not going to count. Beck has the ball in the back of the net, but the assistant has his flag up already as the ball bobbles through to Mark Beck off a deflected Cartman shot. Could have been a second there for Mark Beck, but the assistant referee has his flag up before the ball's in the net, and it's disallowed. There. Micah Evans winning the ball with Chris Hunter for company. Evans able to lay it back. Altrincham coming forward into the Darlow half now. Attempted through ball cleared by Sayers. And Burgess is going to pick that up. No, he's not. Newby's won it from him and cuts it across to Laurie, and that's from the penalty on the penalty spot. Cut back from Laurie to, I was trying to see who that was. I think it was Newby again, and over the bar and over the tin shed, I think.
Good half chance at both ends there. First up, Darlington, I was very impressed with the way they moved that. Falkingham and Turnbull, Cartman knocking the ball into space there. And Mark Beck, if anything, tried to be a bit too cute with the header, didn't he?
He did. It didn't really make a clean contact on it. If anything, headed it sidewards rather than goalwards. And Altrincham breaking quickly after that and coming down the other end. Half chance of their own. So Wilczynski's goal kick headed on by Beck to Cartman, and he finds a flick on to Falkingham, who's into the box here. Is this two? It is!
Great work, Darlington. Cartman involved, knocked it through to Falkingham. Falkingham was bursting into the box. He got past Lynch, and as soon as he got goal side there, you fancied him, and he unleashed the shot left-footed past Deasy. Darlington 2, Altrincham 0.
One touch to take him into the box, another touch to beat Deasy and double the Darlow lead. Great move by Darlow from Wilczynski's goal kick, and it's 2-0. Just trying to think, that's first of the season, I think, for Falkingham.
Took it well, didn't he?
In the league, at least, I don't know. I think, has he scored in a cup? Or on the way, and actually she had to take care of you.
Did she?
Yes.
She never changes.
So Clee with the ball for Altrincham here, just on the edge of the Darlow area, turning inside Turnbull and having a go, but it's a good save, but Altrincham have got a goal back. Clee's shot initially wasn't a great one, but it fell to an Altrincham player. He turns and has a shot, Wilczynski.
Yeah, Altrincham got a route back into this game when it didn't really look likely. Newby doing well to slam home the rebound after Wilczynski made a tidy save, but Darlington just allowed Altrincham to turn inside the box there, get a shot away. Wilczynski did well, he pushed it back out, but he could only push it back out the 6-yard box, and Newby slammed it home.
Best he could do was push it back into the danger area, and Elliot Newby was waiting there, and opts to go to Thompson. Thompson versus Taylor, and Taylor does get a sliding foot in there. It's going to be a corner to Darlow. 3 minutes in, he took this corner. Brown flicking it on the edge of the 6-yard box for Beck to tap home at the far post. A repeat of that would probably be most welcome, I would think. So Ferguson's ball in. Headed clear from the edge of his own 6-yard box by Taylor. Cartman picking that up and playing it back out to Ferguson, who stayed out on this right-hand side, and he tries to cross in left-footed. And that's out for another corner. Every Darlow player bar Turnbull and Hunter in that Altrincham box here as Ferguson's corner comes in. Nodded down by Beck, and it's just for a second there. I thought it'd gone in and bounced down off the bar. Referee's not given anything. It's come back out to Ferguson. Crossing in again, and it's Beck up again, and it's just wide this time.
I think it's going to be a long throw for Altrincham. It's coming into the box. Players competing for it, and Mark Beck doing good defensive work coming in the first header. Falkingham scampers after possession, but can't quite get there fast enough, and Chris Hunter's going to have a little bit of defending to do against Clee here, but Clee's got a cross in. He's pulled the edge of the box, and the first touch is played in. Evans takes it on his chest and tries to turn back round, and there's a chance for a shot here which Newby takes, but he just fires it 2 or 3 yards over Wilczynski's goal.
Good work by Altrincham there, just around the edge of the box.
Trying my best to tell what's going on, but I think not a lot of quality at the moment. Altrincham back on the ball, coming inside. There's a little bit of space there, but the touch is heavy. David Sayers putting Brownhill under a little bit of pressure, but he's worked it wide to Clee. Clee's trying to find room for a cross, gives it back to Brownhill. Ball comes into the box, and Kevin Burgess at the second attempt nods it clear, but again Altrincham are first to the ball, and Lynch has chipped a little one forward. He's going for the return. He's got round the outside with a chance to cross. It's Cartman who's working back with him, and that ball Evans knocks it half goal bounce, and eventually Darlington, I think, with a little sigh of relief, emerged with the ball through Josh Falkingham. But that was good play by Altrincham. Mark Beck's feet get the ball, or the ball into Mark Beck's feet.
Absolutely not. Altrincham are certainly giving as good as they're getting in the second half, and
Falkingham's on the ball with a chance to cross. Ball's gone into the box. It's almost headed back towards his own goal by one of the Altrincham defenders. Can't quite identify who it is. Sayers picks it up. He gives Cartman the ball wide. Cartman with a rare chance to pick up possession here on the corner, but he's forced back inside towards Turnbull. Turnbull only really has Ferguson, and the ball's a little heavy to him. Ferguson does well and just chips it into Beck's chest. Beck brings it down nicely and has a shot, and that's another ball that's gone over that tin shed. Beck's first touch was good, and he was leaning back for the shot, wasn't he?
Just chesting it down, trying to half volley on the turn, but Darlow dugout watch continues. No sign of that change I thought we were going to make earlier. The lights have all gone off, in the dugout at least, thankfully not around the pitch.
I think the lights have gone up on the pitch for a short while. Ferguson wins the header, and the second ball as well, under pressure. Thompson picks the ball up and tries to burst into a little bit of space there, and a desperate lunge from an Altrincham defender clears it. Burgess and Wilczynski just tidy that one up between them. I'll resist the temptation to compliment Burgess again, because the last time I did it he misplaced the next pass. Wilczynski has a nice flat clearance there towards Mark Beck, and Beck and Cyrus both duelling for that one, and Beck slides in. It's almost come through to Cartman, and the referee's pulled Mark Beck up for a free kick there for a strong but seemingly fair challenge, in my opinion.
I got the ball for me there, absolutely nothing wrong with that. slid in, foot on the ground, knocked the ball away, and yeah, player goes down over the leg, but it's nothing doing for me, that one.
It's Kyle Brownhill who's stayed down, and the Altrincham players have gathered around the referee. I mean, I must admit, from this distance, again, Michael, I thought I saw the same as you from up here, and it also didn't look like the referee really. It didn't look like he was going to give a decision at all there, I didn't think. But Mark Beck slid in, seemingly got the ball, and the referee, as you'll be able to hear from the...
Yeah, just about 10 yards inside the Darlow half. That's a poor throw in, and Sayers is able to collect it under no pressure at all. Play it forward for Gillies. His ball forward, laid off by Beck, and Ferguson's come charging forward here now. Ferguson and Thompson, the furthest players forward. Ferguson into the box and ball down. It is a penalty.
Lovely work by David Ferguson. Lovely footwork. It's a rare moment of quality in a poor second half performance, really. But that was a lovely bit of footwork. Lovely step over. Drew the challenge. Referee, no doubt, Darlington penalty.
Yellow card for Sam Heathcote. Player brought him down. Galbraith versus Andrew Jones from the penalty spot. It's 3-1. Galbraith, left-footed to the keeper's right. Keeper goes the wrong way. Never in doubt. Off the bench, on the spot.
Darlington will be pleased with that, because Altrincham have been the better team in the second half. Had asked most of the questions, and David Ferguson's fancy footwork going forwards earned the penalty which Galbraith dispatched. And I think if I was to describe the emotion around here, that's a one of relief.
Relief with Stephen Thompson. Hunter's carried on going forward, and Thompson's played the ball back to him and then got it straight back again. Hunter and Thompson working well on the right hand side. 5-6 passes and Thompson's away down the right now, and Taylor has to slide in and concede the corner. He's going to drop under the crossbar, and I think it was Jones. Josh Gillies to take it from this near side. And then dropping it just about under the crossbar, headed away by an Altrincham player. Sayers trying to win it back on the opposite edge of the Altrincham box, and the clearance lands with... It's going to be Thompson to cross it in, right-footed. Beck's waiting, Beck, and that's a good save.
Great strength from Mark Beck there, stand and start, wasn't it,
Beck
to get a goal.
Well, yeah. Beck doing well to win the header against Lynch, and Jones has to tip it over. Good hands, and now Darlow are just building a bit of pressure. Now they've got that 2-goal cushion back as we move into the last 5 minutes of normal time. A little bit of head tennis, but Lynch finds a pass to Newby. Newby and Palmer trying to work to create an opening for Altrincham. They've got the ball on the edge of the Darlow box now, just on the right hand side. Newby has the ball now towards the halfway between the touchline and the penalty area. Lofts a cross in, and it's headed down but straight at Wilczynski. Good cross in by Newby though. Little threat from Altrincham there. Ferguson and Beck. Beck's gone back to try and help Ferguson, but Newby's played it to Nicky Clee, who turns inside Falkingham. Clee with the ball inside to Cyrus, and he has a shot, but it's charged down, and Gillies can bring it away now for Darlow. And that'll be the last action of the 50 minutes of second half. Darlow didn't have this all their own way tonight, but they do have the 3 points. Mark Beck got us off to the perfect start, and we all thought maybe from there floodgates might open, but Falkingham put us 2-0 up with his first of the season on 29 minutes. 5 minutes later, Elliot Newby pulled one back for Altrincham, and then not a comfortable second half by any means before David Ferguson came charging out of the Darlow half, got brought down just inside the Altrincham box. Terry Galbraith off the bench to dispatch the resulting penalty and secure the 3 points for Darlow.